You're now rocking with the best. Busta Rhymes coming through from the Flip Mode Squad. Boy Scouts who I be, straight to your dome. We coming straight to your dome, bringing all you ruckus to all you rap. Boy Scouts who I be, Flip Mode is the squid dog. Busta Rhymes break it down like this.
Throw my flow, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Throw them tap right out my window. Blast you with a direct blow.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at Week 4. Here's Smith on the return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line. There's taken down. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They're led out by the legend over at LSU, the former #1 overall pick in 2020, Joe Burrow.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Cade, to win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
So off our first snap, we already have a pause for injury. One of the linebackers out there in some discomfort and being checked on. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
On the keeper, it's Burrow. And that zone read goes nowhere. He didn't even get back to the line. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So on 4th down, it's Ryan Wright out to punt it away. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. That's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So the Giants out and getting set for their first drive. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
We're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script. Brock test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
It's on the in route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And there, it's Malik Neighbors. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Pacheco gets it from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
It's Pacheco again. He stuck with him and got the same result. He is stopped at the line once again to quickly bring up 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. This one from 42 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lot. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive in points.
He eats a hit to bring it into that. Right in a 25-yard. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Stop! Stop! Stop!
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. Dropped by the first guy he ran. No gain on that 1st down run. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Gain on the play brings up 2nd and 10. At the 25-yard line.
Burrow gets it out wide quick. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It's one-time coverage here, Brooke. 6 DBs out there, 3rd down.
11. Here we go. Stop!
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders ready for the punt. Taken right at the 40. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Giants taking the field for their 2nd possession. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Going on 1st down. It's Dart. Hits him on the out route. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
Now Dart. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. All set now. 1st and 10.
Giants, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
In the red zone on 1st. Dialing up a receiver screen. He's out of bounds. Looks like right around the 5-yard line. They're going to be set up with 1st and goal.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
That right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Brings up 2nd and
That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants stretch their early lead to 9. That one right down the middle. And the Giants go up 10 zips here in the 1st. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now comes the Commander offense for another series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
You know, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. 4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Ready?
Burrow out of the shotgun. That's Smith on the slant. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. It's a 10-0 ball game. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Burrow to the air now. Throwing the out route complete. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Burrow from the gun. Dropping this underneath. Johnson. And he stopped cold at the spot. We'll keep paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And running out of the pistol with Johnson. Rolling into enemy territory. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Here's Johnson again. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
Washington, 1st down. 1st and goal, Washington.
11.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's a Jerry Jeudy touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Commanders cut it to a field goal game.
Commanders 7.
Molly set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. He fields it from the 8. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already, this is an important contest for them that could have postseason implications down the line. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Dart from the pistol. Looking to his fullback now. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
2nd and 6 at the 25-yard line.
Dart setting in the throw here. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
To the air on 3rd and long. He finds Pacheco out of the backfield. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Giants are set to punt.
It's 4th down.
He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away.
Signal for and taken. The Commanders take over 1st and 10.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They give to Johnson to start this drive. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. And that is exactly why you rally to the football. Got through 1 tackle, but the next guy gets him for a loss. Down here, need 8 on play.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Ooh, this is going to be a false start on the offense here.
False start. Offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer. 3rd and long for him here. Ball is down. Burrow lost it. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And from where that fumble came, Brock, 0 chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's asked to punt and sends this flying. And the defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Giants make it a 9-point an advantage. Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Commanders 7.
The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's Smith on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And this is brought to a stop up at the 34-yard line there. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Good for Washington. First down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Can. Stop.
Burrow back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's sure the first after a mile gain.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
So it's going to be second and about 4 on the other side of this 2-minute warning. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. Now Burrow. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
And a Washington.
Burrow now on first down. Throw right side, and Dobbs has it. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Well, he had a chance to pull up and avoid the hit, Brock, but we knew the outcome from the moment he decided not to and made contact. That flag came out. Sticking in the air, and it's Burrow. Going with the screen to Johnson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback won't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Again, it's Burrow. Taken in by Dobbs. And he's brought down at the line. Timeout comes, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left in this half.
For the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Good work so far. He's got room. And what a great start for their series. He's all the way up close to the 45-yard line before stepping out. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Giants first down. First and 10 at the 40.
On first down, here's Dart. Here's a screen set up for Pacheco. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line. Trying to work quickly now.
Pacheco. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the 33.
New gun, here's Dart. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. Along the right sideline, there's space. And the Commanders will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return.
At the 20-yard line.
Burrow on first down. Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they can try for some points going into the break. Reichert connects there. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first two quarters. Well, apologies to our buddy Scott Hansen. We're going to catch up with you after this one, Scott. We're going to jump past halftime, get you right back to the start of the second half. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So to begin the third quarter, the New York offense returning to the field. And they really leaned on that passing game in the first half, Brock. Let's see if that emphasis continues to start the third. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 26-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. Got a man downfield. This is Neighbors. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Looks like we have somebody worse for wear after the play. And that's Isaiah Pacheco, who's in some pain. They're looking at him now. Darts back to throw. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it's good for a New York first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Back-to-back carries here. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Back to the well again. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. That one splits the uprights. And the Giants drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 13.
Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. Here's Smith on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Washington will take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. Jumps in up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. It's the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20.
Throw out of the shotgun. It isn't holding up. They're into the drop-in. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
That's caught for the first. And he gets this one out to the 40-yard line. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10.
That's good.
Here we go.
For a Commanders
Can.
first down.
Now an inside give to Johnson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go.
A gain of 14.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow
Washington.
dumps it off to his running back.
Burrow's pass.
Great coverage all the way to the sideline. They're on him to end that quick pass before he can get vertical.
At the 49-yard
All
line.
right, here we go. Second down.
42. Start. 180. Right up. Stop.
Burrow setting to throw. Over the middle and caught by Dobbs. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Washington first down.
Washington Commanders first down.
11.
Shotgun handoff to Johnson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
11. Increase pace.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
11.
Burrow.
11. 90.
He's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
A gain of 14.
Turbo.
First down.
In the red zone on first. Catch made over the middle. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
11. Here we go. Start. 180. Right hard. 180.
And you just get the play on. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders start the second half with some needed points. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's down to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So we hit the end of the third quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Will Riker.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Here's a return from the 7. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. After that return, he's looking pretty banged up out there. We're going to have a stoppage as team personnel comes out to look at him. Going on first down. It starts. It is caught left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Second down run by Pacheco. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going. You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? They chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. On first down, here's Burrow. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 5 still to go here. This is second down.
Here we go. The 32-yard line.
12. What is up?
Looking to throw, Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. He's going to touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down. Fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Here we go. 180.
First down, Burrow to throw. Going with the screen to Johnson. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Let's get set. 180.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it third down.
A loss of 5 yards. And
goes, 3rd and long.
11, MT, tight.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to avoid having a second one blocked here. And he's brought down before the return gets far. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. One play action with Dart. Looking right, and he finds it. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
At the 48-yard line.
Dart setting in the throw here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Now Dart. Jump off, caught by his back. The ball is loose. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense.
The offense retains possession.
So they managed to keep possession. They've got 3rd and short now. Dart gonna throw again. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, there's going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do, and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Darts out of the shotgun. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. On first down, here's Dart. Dialing up a receiver screen. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Hand off on 2nd and short. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
70 Lions, go!
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Throw is caught. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
The give here on 2nd. And he's going to be knocked backwards. This loses yards to the 7. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. Looking to throw. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal. Now we'll get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try and punch it in. Not able to make a push for that goal line. He's hit for a loss back at the 3. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking with his defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Ball still at the 3 as they get set for 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. Rocco 80.
Quick one to the outside by Dart. And into the end zone. Touchdown, New York. The Giants stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th. That one right down the middle. And the Giants push the lead up to 12.
Giants 31. defenders.
Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Burrow now on first down. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. The right side, caught by Smith. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
6. That's good.
Burrow from the gun.
First down.
He won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Burrow out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect him.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Commanders in the hurry up. They're hustling for the line. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And this one swatted away by a defender, so they went for it unsuccessfully. And now they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They're lining up for a field goal. Don't need the points, but it seems like they just can't resist. This will be a 44-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And go ahead and make this a 15-point game now.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So the Giants come away with the win. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, catch a plane. I probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been stocked up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks up, when it's half time she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no leg. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's, little bush is run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and made that. Yeah, made that. You got such a pretty face, what I want. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no, this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like keys in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it solid and just being honest. You ain't gotta like me, but gotta respect me, make it. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then boy, if you ain't talking paper, I tell shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah, I just pull up to the crib and then
think they girls don't be. If you didn't know, they be better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like bass hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven on earth. I respect your relationship. Clever, yeah. If I don't, then a girl do it better. If I don't, you know a girl do it better. I'm not the good dog. 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 She see it all, even if it's big or small. Do you know where your girl is? But she not at home. Cause the last time I checked, she in Vegas. And Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think you're better than me. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog. But a gon' be more clever, yeah. If I don't, then a girl do it better. If I don't, you know a girl do it better. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog. I'm not the good dog.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the in your mouth. Come on. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. Yeah.